you're on your broom here. You're on your broom and your pasties flying over the moon. Over the moon, about your life. There's reunions within soul connections here that are coming into balance after long seasons of hard lessons. The hardest lessons about being a human. The lessons of love and belonging. This is getting down to the truth of the matter. And when we get down to the truth of the matter, it's not about other people, it's about us. The introspection has to be real. We observe behaviors in others, but then we have to be introspective as to why we cooperated, why we participated, why we went along, why we put up with it, why we didn't put up with it, so on and so forth. To get down to our own equilibrium of what works for us and what we're truly seeking and how we can stay in our authenticity while also being in relationships with others. It takes the death card to do that. What's up, Star Child? The band and I are here for your download. I want to speak to my witches today. See what's up with all the witches in the Star Tribe. So we're going to the Witching Hour Oracle to start this reading off with. Let's see what's happening in the energy of my witches today. Casting a circle, raising the vibration. Like that energy. Season of the Witch, honoring cycles. A witch honors change in all cycles, bewitched under a spell. Ooh, some heavy transmutation going on. Give me one more, please. And Coven, soul family, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Someone was under a spell that was keeping them away from their soul family. Okay. This feels like big transitional energy here. Let's find out what else is going on with this. Let's talk to this Bewitched first. We have 888 and 777 on the table. Tell me about this under a spell. What is this spell that this witch was under, keeping her away from her coven? Tell me more. Knight of Swords. Judgment. Justice. Well, this sounds like karma for whoever was throwing this spell around. Let's dig into this a little more. Idealism. Feels like you were in a box, Star Child. Huh. Tell me more about the judgment of this spell, please. 5 of Swords, 3 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. Well, isn't that just fabulous, Star Child? Someone had you in a box here, okay? A Knight of Swords, a knight at that. Casted some kind of spell here. Someone felt very defeated in the mind in a relationship here. That spell has been broken, though, with the season of the witch. Time to celebrate breaking that spell, Star Child. It's landing you in a victory with your coven. Tell me more about the justice from this spell, please. Tell me about the justice from this spell. The transformation. The Queen of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. This spell puts you into a dark night of the soul. You were in a relationship that put you into the transition, into the dark night of the soul, Star Child. And unity in the 4 of Wands is a new portal, a victory after coming out of the healing from this relationship. Your fire's back, your ambition is back. And you're headed into unity with a coven, with a soul family, Star Child. That is being authentic. That is you standing in this authentic space with your coven. And it sounds like you and your coven are raising the vibration together. So tell me more about this casting a circle with your coven. Tell me more about this casting a circle with your coven, please. Nine of Pentacles, beautiful. Queen of Cups, Seven of Swords in reverse. Hanging out with a bunch of intuitive people. Very much in this Nine of Pentacles energy. Ace of Pentacles, Five of Wands in reverse, Ace of Cups. Wow. That's three aces, Star Child. That's three aces. Aces are the future in tarot. Whether you have just recently come into contact with this coven or you are going to come in contact with this coven, you're dealing with a lot of intuitive people here. A lot of intuitive people that have a lot of spiritual gifts with the Ace of Cups. People that are abundant in that Nine of Pentacles energy. They're also abundant in self, making the relationships fun and not taxing. I like it, Star Child. This leads to contentment. And we saw the Ace of Swords here. You getting to your truth, to your authenticity with this new coven. Beautiful, beautiful, Star Child. This is what the year of the Nine is about. The year of the Nine is the Nine of Pentacles. It's totality in self. Once we're in totality of self, we get into relationships and into community where we don't need conformity. We don't need to wear masks. We don't need to shrink. We don't need to hide for love and belonging. And clearly, you are entering that stage right now or have just entered it. Okay? I love it. I love it. Tell me more about you here. Tell me more about the authentic one. Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles, Eight of Swords in reverse. Not at all confused here. Not at all confused. Logical, grounded, intuitive. You're just like shining like a diamond here, Star Child. I like it. You're telling me to grab more from this Witch's deck. This is great. This is great. This is freedom. This is freedom from a cord. This is freedom from potentially a bad relationship. Okay, this is a lot of introspection, learning about self, really finding who your soul coven is. People that are casting a higher vibration together. Dig it. I dig it. What more do we need to know here from the witching hour? Transformation. That's double confirmation of the death card, the elements, and letting loose. Oh, Star Child. People you can call the four corners in. Who wouldn't want to hang out with your coven? Flying ointment, let loose. We always get the let loose cards. We have two decks that have let loose cards. Star Child, you never disappoint me with that, okay? That's part of the authenticity. Okay, you're on your broom here. You're on your broom and your pasties flying over the moon. Over the moon about your life. Feeding crows. That was a long cycle you were in. We saw the death card twice. This is representative of the death card. And guess what? We have 333 in your intuitive and creative energy with 21, 12, and 3 on the table. Of course you are. Tell me about the elements. Tell me about these magical elements that you're casting. With your very diverse coven here, it looks like. If you see the artwork on this card, I like that. I've never really noticed that on this card before. Tell me about getting down to the elements, getting back to the basics, getting back to the basics with people. Basic, clear, honest communication. Nobody's wearing a mask. Ten of Swords in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse, and the Page of Swords. Some of you are looking for this coven, this crew right now. Okay, but you know what to look for. You're very clear. You're trusting your discernment. That's what it's telling me with that 10 of Swords and that 3 of Swords. I'm digging that, Star Child. I'm digging that. You're keeping your eye out. You know what to look for. You know what to look for in a coven. You know what to look for in a group of people. Diversity is a very important word in that. They're pointing that out to me again. Tell me more about the elements here. Two of Cups. Soul recognition. Justice. Two of Wands. Decision to look for soul recognitions that are different from the past, Star Child, with the Justice card. In the karmic justice of relationships after going through the transformation. Tell me more about the Justice card. Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups. Oh, I love it. I love it. And the Six of Cups. Star Child, you're going into a completely different phase with your relationships with this Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups. This karmic cycle of relationships, which we're going to call the dharmic cycle here, with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, potentially with some past life connections, but are not the hard lessons on the karmic path. There's reunions within soul connections here that are coming into balance after long seasons of hard lessons, the hardest lessons about being a human. The lessons of love and belonging. Okay, tell me more about this transformation. The Ace of Swords, learning your truth. No point in going through a dark night of the soul if you're not there to learn your truth, Star Child. With the Three of Wands and the Death card again, double confirmation. Double confirmation. This is such powerful energy, Star Child. It's the most powerful energy in the tarot deck. Okay? This is true transformation. This is getting down to the truth of the matter. And when we get down to the truth of the matter, it's not about other people, it's about us. The introspection has to be real. We observe behaviors in others, but then we have to be introspective as to why we cooperated, why we participated, why we went along, why we put up with it, why we didn't put up with it, so on and so forth. To get down to our own equilibrium of what works for us and what we're truly seeking and how we can stay in our authenticity while also being in relationships with others. It takes the Death card to do that. We can't skim over it. And clearly, we have the Death card here twice, 3 times actually, because it came out in the Beautiful Creatures deck too. So you're not messing around. You clearly were looking to go over the waters into a new season of your life once you learned your truth here with the Ace of Swords. Tell me more about this Ace of Swords. I'm digging this. This is powerful energy, Star Child. Temperance and the Page of Cups. This is by far the most important piece of it. And that is what the Page of Cups, I have the chills, and the Temperance is telling me is that you have learned to trust yourself again. Above all else, you're trusting your discernment. Someone was a major people pleaser at one time, is the energy that I'm feeling off of these cards. And you're over that. You got down to the root cause and the shadow of why that was and healed it. And healed it so that you could be in your authenticity. So you're not putting yourself in situations with people, in relationships with people that really at the end of the day are just exhausting and uncomfortable. But it was something that you felt that you had to do or that you should do. But really looked at why you felt like that. I love this. This is beautiful. All right, let's go to this Flying Ointment card, okay? You're having a good time over here. You're having a good time witching it up. Being your witchy, authentic self. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this Let Loose card. The authenticity in this Let Loose card. Page of Wands, baby. The High Priestess. Come on. And the Chariot. Ooh, you know how I feel about this Page of Wands card. This is one of the witchiest cards because it's the Go Your Own Way card. There's Stevie Nicks all over this card with the High Priestess and the Chariot. Star Child. Owning it. Owning your truth. Okay, owning your truth, owning your energy, owning your swords and your cups as the High Priestess. The High Priestess doesn't answer to anyone unless she so chooses to or he so chooses to. not because of any form or feeling of obligation. Someone at one time felt like they had to explain themselves a lot. And that's something else that you healed within that transition. I dig that in the Chariot, the spirit energy. Tell me more about this spirit energy that's looking right at the High Priestess. Tell me more about this spirit energy. King of Cups, Four of Cups. What are you not seeing about this King of Cups energy? The Sun. The Three of Cups. Some of you have a King of Cups coming into your energy. Okay, High Priestess. And it looks like a good soul recognition, soul connection here with the Sun and the Three of Cups. Tell me more about the Sun. It's a happy space. The Star. This is what I'm talking about, Star Child. This is what I'm talking about. This is the Coven. These are the connections that are coming in. The Star. Tell me more. Tell me more. Ace of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Star Child, you're going to come into union with a group of people. It's written in the stars. People that are all working towards a passionate new beginning after an Eight of Cups. Okay? After the transition, after the Eight of Cups of emotionally walking away, having ego deaths, going through huge transitions in their life, having the guts to go through huge transitions and changes in their life. Being willing to let go of people, places, and things and stop messing around because they understand the value of time here in the body that they're in now. And they're not wasting any of it. And they want love, and they want compassion, and they want friendships, and they want real relationships, and they want joy. They want to be in this sun with you. With you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's throw some symbols on this. I love this. This could not be better energy to be in for Cancer season. This is... Bravo, Star Child. Bravo. That's why I come here and hang out with you. Absolute pleasure. Beautiful energy today, Star Child. Can we have some final symbols on this, please? Let's have some final symbols. Confirm this reading. Shift. Shift is on. Growth. Ooh! Soulmate, Star Child. Trust, karmic path, and growth and shift. I mean, here it is, Star Child. You've gone through the transformation. You've gone through the transformation. You're on a different path now with this growth and this karmic path. The shift has happened, or is happening right now in this Cancer season. Like I said, above all else, you're trusting yourself. You're trusting yourself to be on this path, to be able to discern people. And because of that, you have new soulmates coming in. There's new soul recognition. That's double confirmation of that, Star Child. If you would like any services from me, my information's in the description box. This is huge. This is such a shift from last Cancer season. Beautiful, Star Child. I'll see you for your next energy check-in.